Welcome back, friends! Today I am potting on some more flowers. Look how much growth these nasturtiums put on since we've sown them together. So the Purple Emperor and the Bloody Mary version of the nasturtium, and we've got all these beautiful zinnia to pot on and some calendula. So let's do it. I have got the labels ready, because probably we'll need more labels than just one what's in the pot at the moment. I've used sieved homemade compost, bit of vermiculite, soaked it really well, watered it, poked a hole, and now we are ready to pot on. I've got a big tray behind me, let me show you. I've got everything ready and organized. So we are going to put on these flowers in here. Just in case I'm not going to have enough, I've got some more ready there. But all these are now ready to go, watered, poked hole with my dibber. Let's do this. Because these nasturtiums are quite tall, so I think I'm going to start with these Bloody Mary one. I think I'm going to use some pots actually, because we can put them deeper in the soil. So I'm going to take this out, the whole lot, and these are the roots, nicely developed. Try to keep as much root system as we can. This is a very damp soil, so I'm just gently pull this out, and look how beautiful this is. It's edible, so the whole part of this flower, edible, stems, even the seed, flower seed, the flowers, the leaves, it's all edible. What I use, it's called actually the poor man's caper. You can pickle it when they go to seed, you know, when they're still green. So when the flower, the whole plant goes to seed, and then the seed dries, that's when we can harvest the seed for next year. But before it goes to that stage to dry out and it's still green, and they just drop the petals, you can then harvest it and pickle it as a caper. I've tried that as well, it's delicious. But what I tend to do, I really like the flavour of the leaves and the flowers. It's got this little spicy, peppery taste. I think it's really brightens up some salad dishes, and it's absolutely amazing decoration on any food really, because those flowers are so pretty. And I'm so curious with this Bloody Mary, with this deep purpley flavour, reddish. I've never grown that one before. So I'm just putting that right in there. There you go. We just need to find a place for them where we're going to plant them all out. I'm going to put a few in pots. Okay, I'm on the Purple Emperor nasturtium now. So this is the second sixth cell I'm doing, and we've got 2 pots. So we're halfway through nearly to potting on our beautiful flowers. Okay, all done. I'm going to bring all these flowers potted on, take it back with me to the house. Let me just find a label. The Purple Emperor. There you go. What shall we do next? Let's do the zinnia. I absolutely love zinnia. I'm not sure what variety this is, I've not labelled it. So we just have to go with the flow. I'm just taking some out with my finger. And very gently I'm loosen this up. Like that. There's so many zinnia plant that is. And again, put it right on the bottom of this cell. Gently push it around. And that's it. And I'm going to use this as a cut flower and just as a beautiful side. I'm gonna admire these beautiful zinnias in my garden, and the pollinators will love it too. I need to make a few more sign. This is loads of zinnias. I really would like to create like another. I've got a few in mind, like a flower bed in our property for the pollinators. Just push this down gently like that. And I'm gonna put them under the grow light while I don't need them for the rest of my plants that much. So by the time, hopefully I'll need to put on the peppers, chilies and tomatoes. Hopefully they can go out to the greenhouse. But we're still far away from our last frost. We can have frost for possible 2 months left to go. It's only 14th of March and we can have frost till more towards more than 2 months, 20th of May. But I've got the greenhouse heater, so if I look the weather forecast and it looks frost free in April and May, I can just put the greenhouse heater on those nights when the temperature decides to drop. I always make these decisions, you know, regarding the weather. So, because the zinnia, calendula, nasturtium, they don't really like frosty weather. I've decided to finish off the zinnia in this huge module tray with these mini cells, and also I'm gonna do, I know the difference between the calendula and the zinnia now, so all the other cells, what is empty, I think I'm just going to put the calendula in it. And this is our last job. So, using this mini dibber, push it down, press a little bit firm on it, put some extra compost around it, and job's done. So we're nearly done, and after we do this, we go and check on the beehives just from a distance. Let's see if they how they're doing. Let's see if they're out at all, because today it's quite mild, so I'm hoping to see the bees out and about. But before we do that, let's finish putting on the calendula. Calendula, it's good for many reasons for me. I'm using the calendula as a companion plant in my garden and a polytunnel with my tomatoes. They look really good because they got this vibrant, if you're not familiar with the calendula, they come in all different colors, but mainly got this orangey color. And you know, when I've got sore throat, I just take a few petals off of the flowering calendula, chew on it, eat it, and they help sore throat. So I can say they are medicinal. I usually dry the flowers out when they're in full bloom, and I dry them out or freeze dry them, dried both, and use it in my tea mix. Makes delicious tea. Also, you know, just edible, as in a salad. Same them pretty much like nasturtium. So what I do, I use it in a salad or just decorate food. Just looks so good. Amazing. Okay, all the flowers are now potted on. I've labeled them all. So the nasturtium, the Bloody Mary, and the purple emperor, and the zinnia. I've got some nasturtium there, and I've got some zinnia and the calendula here. Look how beautiful the daffodil is. It's so pretty. Let's go check the bees. The snowdrops still flowering. So this is the area what we've cleared. I call it pine tree area, where I would like to plant lots of flowers as well this year. I can see some movements, but it's gonna be cold now, cloudy, and started raining. But yeah, you can see a little movement. And those far back hive, it's quite busy. You can see bees coming in and out, bringing in pollen, what's a good sign. Hopefully we've got already laying queen there. What I've also created in here, by the fence, I call them log raised beds, because we've used the trees, what we've lost, what storm or wind, we chopped it up, and all along the fence I've put those logs around, topped it up with soil or compost, and I've been growing flowers in them for a few years, so it's all around. We fenced this area because of the bees. I don't want the dogs to get in close and get stung. So we got the fenced area in there. I've also got these raised beds all along here. Elderflower is doing really well on our property. And look, they're coming back to life. We've got quite a few around. Before we know it, we're going to harvest the flowers to make elderflower tea and elderflower syrup. 14th of March, and look what I spotted flowering. Our plum tree. This flower started flowering. It's only few at the moment. We'll see how it goes. It's a bit early and they are really swelling up. That will pop open next couple of days. This is actually a green gage, what we've lost a couple of years ago. We've been on holiday, came back, and this was unfortunately battered by a wind. But it's growing back, so that's awesome. Now this is flowering in here. The apricot bush, but it's not doing really well. It's always too early. This actually was flowering in February, end of February. Look at the state of this little thing. Safi, you're so funny. I love my goats. Oh, it's so funny. Good daffodil. Whoops. Up on. Down. I actually just spotted the two mallard dogs on the decking. I try to bring you closer. Can you see the dogs? I am so happy what I'm seeing now. The two mallard ducks, the couple, were just chilling on a decking. Nice to see them back. And I've noticed the other day that middle, the biggest, the largest duck house we've got on a pond, I've seen some twigs and stuff sticking out of the entrance. So I was thinking, like, are they the mallard ducks building their nest? But I've just seen the moorhen flying out. So the moorhen is chosen the largest duck house to build their nest. What is? Yeah, I was hoping they might move to the small one, but it's nice to see we're gonna have more hen chicks this year, because I'm very hopeful that we will see them building their nest in the duck house. I've also seen the cayuga and the brown one coming out of the other duck house, so they still laying eggs there. They haven't decided to sit on, but I am so hopeful that we're going to have ducklings this year. I am just finishing off making this little rug. Let me show you. I've used so many different colors and I think it worked. I really love it. So I'm just now just taking off the pegs, pulling them in, take it off, pull it in. I'll try to show it with one-handed, and then I'm just making like a knot on an end. So this is now very close to be done. To show you, I finished making this little carpet rug. I think it turned out really beautiful. So we just need to find a home. Now we are filling the raised bed. So we've put a layer of cardboard, a layer of wood chippings, and molehill. So that's where we are so far. Next we're going to put some old used compost from last year. I've got quite a lot of pots full of compost what we used last year, so we're gonna dump all that in here, and on the top of that we're going to put the fresh compost where we're actually going to plant some strawberries. Harvest some purple sprouting broccoli for dinner. I'm gonna take some of these and I'm going to steam it. Just snip these off like that. So I've just roasted the celeriac, what we've harvested from the polytunnel, and it is delicious. It's part of tonight's dinner.